So in this lesson I wanted to talk about the workspace, and so up here you'll see the application window. Right below that is the tools, where you'll see things like the pen tool or the text tool. Over here in this area is the project window. This is where you'll see a thumbnail of your composition, and you'll see the sizes here and the frames per second. This is our composition panel, and over here is the new composition panel, where you'll see and you'll put together your compositions. Down here is your composition layers. And this is where you'll see the layers, and you can collapse them down to see what's inside each layer. Over here is where you'll see the keyframes. This is called the composition timeline. Up in here is where you'll see the panels. So let's see, let's change our workspace to effects. So up here, this is the workspace. So these two double arrows, and that will give us different workspace options. And the effects, I just chose effects. That'll give us like things that we might want to use more often for our effects. And this is the effects and presets. Let's say maybe we're working on an animation project, and this will give us more options that we might want to use for animation. For the panels, you can move these panels around. You want to click like sort of at the top, and then click, left click, and then drag it. And you can just kind of move things around. And then if it just gets really too bad to where, and then you actually want to see it the way you're used to seeing it, you can just kind of come back over here and recheck this, or you can go into Window, Workspace, Reset Animation to save layout, and that'll go back to the default. When we first start, we'll usually start. You usually want to go into File, New Project, if you want to start a new project. Let's say we'll want to save this one. We'll save it to desktop. And then usually the next thing you'll want to do is create a composition. And that'll be in the composition right here. Composition, new composition. And here we can change our duration. Let's say we might want to change this from 1 second to 2 seconds. And you can change your different sizes. You can change your you can customize the sizes right in here. I'm clicking and dragging to the left or to the right to change the numbers. You can also click on the number and just change it there. So you maybe want it 1080. If you want it to stay in the same proportion, you would hit this lock aspect ratio. Change your background color. And a lot of times you might want to give it a name. And hit OK, and you'll see it over here. A lot of times you might have a file, like you might have a video that you've already imported, and you can drag it down in here, and that will create a composition for you that will set everything up to that same size, which is a lot of times what I will do when starting a project. But that's it for this project, this lesson, and we'll see you on the next one.